The Isle of Man has introduced a new initiative where tourists can swap their beloved smartphone for a range of analogue items, that's what we call them now, a guidebook, a film camera, a map, bird books and a set of binoculars. And the whole idea is to give people a digital detox. And Stacey, I noticed on social media, ironically, that you were going to give yourself a digital detox. How did that go?
Yeah, a friend and me decided just to have a 24 hours not doing anything on social media, not looking at it, not reading the messages, not filming anything, just because sometimes I love it. I really do genuinely enjoy doing social media. I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy making, I call them home movies. You know, like as a kid, I loved filming stuff and I do really enjoy it. But sometimes I think you have to have a break from anything, even the things that you love. You don't want to do it all day, every day.
And how did it feel?
Yeah, to be honest with you, life is busy anyway, isn't it? So you just forget. And it was lovely to not... to put my phone down for a little while, it really was. But I missed it as well at the same time. I think I get a bit of both. I try really, really hard to use social media responsibly and to follow people and watch people that make me happy, that don't make me feel bad about myself. And I never do anything on it that I'm not actually doing, so it's just easy for me. So I don't feel that pressure on there. But I can imagine for some people who have to keep up a certain lifestyle and who are trying to keep up with other people, it can be really blooming difficult to stay on there.
Could you put it away for a while, Nadia?
No. I mean, the thing is, I need to address it because Mark and I often talk about our worries with our children's phone addiction. And then they quite often contribute to our podcast. And Maddie, actually, when she contributed, and it was such a shock for her, she said, I'm really worried about both of yours addiction. I'm very, very worried about
you and Mark?
Yes. And it's supposed to be the worries of your teenager's addiction. And it did really make me think, because I think that she's right. Anyway, we listened to this brilliant masterclass online about phone addiction. Some of the things that he was saying was quite shocking. Like, one of the things he said, they did this quite extensive research with people, I think, under 25, and they posed the questions to them, would you rather break a small bone in your hand or break your phone? And no one of them immediately answered, yes, I'd prefer to break. 50% of them said, after a number of questions, they would prefer to break a bone in their hand than break. So I actually did have to think about that myself too. And then the other thing that he said that really made me think, he said, what you've got to ask yourself is how often is your phone far enough away from you that you have to walk to get it? Because what he was saying is the damage that we're doing with this technology is we're not any longer getting the stopping cues that we used to get. We'd watch a programme, we'd only watch one and then we'd wait for a week, but now we just go straight through to the next. Even when we're scrolling for the news online now, it doesn't stop. There used to be an end of page, but now we keep scrolling. And he was really good on this because he wasn't a naysayer saying, oh, everyone's got to give up their phones. But he said, we have got to start putting practices in to protect ourselves from this brave new world that we're in.
Or get rid of it altogether.
We can't do that.
I mean, if you could snap your fingers and get rid of the phone particularly, maybe not the internet, but the phone, because as you say, you have the constant access.
Well, I did for a year, so I came off of all social media and I put my phone down for a year because I'd had a really tough year that year. And then when they said to me, the family, well, you're going to have to get your phone back now because you're going back to work and you need to get emails and everything, it made me really anxious because I thought, oh, no, here it goes again. I'm going to be addicted to the phone, addicted to social media. And that. And most of the family are as well. Like my nephews, if I see my nephews, they're standing with their phones in their hand. Lauren will be on... social media quite a lot, and she puts lots up of the kids and things, and also the thing is that you do think you're missing out, you're missing things, and you want to see what everyone's doing. Nice things, you don't want to see the horrible things, but you want to see the nice things.
I think it's probably the best thing that you can do, from my own experience, is set those boundaries.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to happen if you come away from your phone for a day or for a few hours, you know, and by setting those boundaries, you force yourself to come out of a comfort zone and a repetitive...
That's what this guy was saying. He
Yeah.
said even an hour, put it out of... And he said, you know, like, if you're watching a box set, put a little alarm so that, yeah, even if you do want to watch another one, take yourself away from it and then come back to it and watch.
I mean,
But it is amazing that we need this now. I mean, even, you know, the Isle of Wight, OK, it's a bit of a PR stunt, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I think it's a positive PR stunt. Isle of Man, I think it is, isn't it? but that we need to abdicate control to another body to
Which is
take
what
a
I've
decision.
done. I've done that. I've actually given my daughter Bobby the role of taking on my social media.
Yeah.
Because with her, she doesn't feel like she has to answer everybody. I feel like I have to answer every single person.
But that's a full-time job, Linda. I don't care what anyone says. Is running a social media page is hard work. And if you want to advocate that to somebody, that's different. But you're not advocating somebody to take over your phone. You're doing it yourself. You're looking inside and saying, what do I really want to do? How do I want to manage this? How do I want to
But how much time
break?
did we spend when you used to come home from school, right? What was it you did?
Watch telly.
We'd all play a bit in the street.
Yeah.
Then most of us, once we'd gone past 6 o'clock and it was cheaper on the phone, we'd spend 2 or 3 hours on the phone. Then we'd watch children's television.
I agree, and
Stacey
Stacey said that as well, that your mum used to be knitting. Everyone's distracted, everyone had the thing. The thing that I think is different and worries me about social media is you're playing out to an audience. I mean, if you were making home movies when you were a kid at home, your mum would watch it, your dad would watch it, go, oh, Stacey, you're hilarious. But if you're putting it out to a whole world that you don't know, perhaps not you as an adult, but as a child,
I don't
and somebody
think most
comes back in and goes, you're fat.
But most people aren't
then
putting it
that's
out
where it
to the
gets
whole
harmful.
world. They're putting it out to their group of friends. You know, most people's social media don't have
How many kids
millions
have got 2,000 friends? But they do. And you don't have 2,000
But that's
friends.
why we need to get in schools and actually start teaching people about how to deal with
and
the impact of social media rather than...
I support you on that. Yeah, I do. Absolutely.